But not only that, what I'm saying, but that's what I'm saying to you. See, now it's come to me. See, on that level, you're looking to sort of continue to push the effort to let them know that they're not black, that they are nationals, yet we're not doing the same thing for Black Lives Matter. Why aren't we pushing our point with them?
But that's like saying, why aren't we pushing the point that Jesus is black to Europeans or to Asiatics who go to church and they have a European Jesus there?
Right.
Why are we going to go to them? Go to them for what? They're going into the jurisdiction that has the European Jesus. So we're going to go into that jurisdiction and tell them in that jurisdiction that, oh, you guys aren't whatever. They're not hearing that.
What you're saying is
there's a difference between being in your jurisdiction, being in another jurisdiction, and being halfway.
What we also have to dig into a little bit more deeper is that Asians, the Sheiks, the Pakistanis, they know that once the Black Lives Matter starts to take off and they start to get funding or whatever, they know they want a piece of the action.
That too.
They know
yeah,
it's...
but this is what I was going to get to. Don't you get like you've got nationals backing slaves. But when a Chinese person goes Asiatics for Black Lives Matter, you've got a national backing a slave. So it's quite evident even in their statements that they're not denationalizing themselves.
No, they know that. But you see,
I'm saying, but right there in the statement alone, you should people should be waking up.
But
how come it's a national backing a color?
Exactly.
Right? Because how come it's not yellow guys for black guys?
Exactly. That's the point.
Black Lives Matter is an organization.
Yeah, but
it has nothing to do with black people.
Of course it does. Well,
no,
it doesn't.
But this is what I'm saying. Once they start moving and start getting their prominence, the Asians are going to be part of it now.
And then the Africans are going to be part of it. And then it's going to change from Black Lives Matter to All Lives Matter.
To All Lives Matter, because that's where it's going right now.
Everybody's going to be part of it. Everybody's going to be saying, oh, we're part of the whatever. Yeah. All right, and then Black Lives, and then...
So they're going to be like, oh, now we can... It's for instance...
There's no way it's evolving to All Lives Matter, because it takes away...
And then so-called black people, just like how so-called black people lost Caravana to Scotiabank.
Multiculturalism.
Same way black people lost Caravana to Scotiabank, Black Lives Matter is going to lose Black Lives Matter to whoever freaking claims it, because they're not claiming it.
Yeah.
Because they can't claim it. Property can't own property, so hey, whatever.
So Asians are claiming Black Lives Matter.
So yet again, this is just another.
It's just another whatever. So at the end of the day, that's all it is. Because next, suppose the Nigerians...
No, but you know what this is? This is them taking the natural energy out there and perverting it to their own devices.
No, but it might not even necessarily be them. It might, because these people might actually sincerely be for, stop police brutality against people who look like us.
Yeah. Remember, that's what it started out.
Right? Like they might actually...
Yeah, but the instant they make it about black, then they...
But that's not what they're doing. That's what you're getting at. That if they're not saying brown people for Black Lives Matter, yellow people for Black Lives Matter, red people for Black Lives Matter, whatever for Black Lives Matter, if they're not saying that, then they're obviously not colored.
Alright, it's my convenience. Last part.
Obviously they're not colored. Oh yeah, we started while we were doing all this.
Yeah. We started?
Yeah. Yeah, since we've been talking this much. Yeah, right?
Anyway.
So just like I said, as nationals, they're saying that they support Black Lives Matter.
Oh, can we do the prayer first?
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, let's do the prayer.
I don't like the way you guys are manipulating this whole situation. Just
Let's take it. Take it in.
All right, boys.
Allah the Father of the universe. Father of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Allah is my protector, my guide, and my salvation. By night, and by day, through his holy prophet,
no
Islam.
Okay, so quickly finish that one, we can move on. So what you're saying?
this is all good. We're on.
No, so what you're saying is that...
So the nationals that are saying national name for Black Lives Matter.
Right.
That's their...
What those nationals should be doing is telling those people that, hey, look, we're coming here as nationals to support you guys.
Yeah.
We're not coming here as yellow people and red people and purple people or whatever to support you guys. Why? Because we have a nationality. That's why we don't get shot up freaking everywhere.
Yeah.
That's why we don't get choked out on the corner. That's why we don't get the BS treatment. That's why we come in you guys' community and have a freaking community store and make millions off you people.
Yeah.
Because you guys are stupid and you don't have a nationality.
Yeah.
But they can't do that because they're contracted with the UDOTS corporation that when they come to the mainland, don't talk to the niggers.
That's it.
If you're gonna have any type of conversation with the niggers, it's
money
price.
Right, but here's what I'm saying, it keeps falling back to what I was getting at with the fact that when we were talking about karma, which was the fact that they are still not telling the people that, or changing that perspective behind it.
But they don't have to.
But they do, because that's what was mandated to them. That was what the Pope had sent out, which was time to start changing this shit. That's what the motu proprio was about. That's what was getting the things down to the streets. That's what was getting those things to the priests and the preachers, which were supposed to then give us the information to move out of that. But they haven't been doing that.
But what the Pope was really doing in doing that, he was taking himself out. He wasn't expecting them to say something.
No,
he's dealing with his personal.
Because remember, he's the one running the show.
Right.
So he's told you that it's all over.
Right.
Yeah.
For himself. Everybody else is on their own. Just like when the North Carolina judge, Supreme Court, whatever like that, came out and told all the police, you guys need to freaking start insuring yourselves because stuff's done.
Yeah.
Did they go insure themselves? Probably not, because they don't care. They're not about upholding anything right or lawful or whatever like that. Mm-hmm. Their whole agenda is to make sure that we aren't really,
But my point is this. That's what I'm saying, that there are different forces at work here, because he keeps talking about the fact that they don't need to tell us anything. But we have been told from the president that it's over. So the president has come to his employees and said, listen, brothers, the shit's all over with.
Yeah.
Yet the employees are still out doing their shit. Something's up.
Yeah, remember Wolf of Wall Street?
I didn't see it, but go on.
Oh.
See, yes.
So what?
So Wolf of Wall Street, they ran a scam, a stock market scam, and the main dude, which actor is? After it gets big, they got this big firm.
Right.
They're selling pink papers that aren't worth anything, whatever. He gets arrested. They come right up into the place, cuffs, everything, and they take him out.
Right.
Now after he gets arrested, right, they're still doing their thing.
They're still working.
They're still working.
Right.
Why? Because
But that's the whole thing. It's like, as I said, in regards to the situation that's happening, what we have to look at is this.
Push that door open?
Yeah. What we have to look at is that Black Lives Matter is an organization.
But wait a minute.
No,
okay, so hold on.
But the slogan is Black Lives Matter.
No, but right, and you're saying it's an organization, but my feeling is it's just like the Moorish Science Temple of America is an organization, but it really backs up a greater nationalistic sort of movement. I was talking to Kujo about this today, that this is just really the administrative arm. This is the door that you step through into your nationality. You're supposed to walk through here, walk out the back door, and you're a national, and life's supposed to change. That's a process, right?
Yeah.
But really what you're saying, same thing with Black Lives Matter, which is what Kujo was saying, is that ultimately in the day, those guys were really about brothers not being shot in the street, even though it's named Black Lives Matter.
Absolutely.
So the Black Lives Matter may really just be an arm of the Moorish Science Temple of America too, on a corporate level, to a certain extent, but really it's not, because what it's done is it's denationalized you because you're really stepping into the ownership of being black.
Right. Yeah, but
that's the whole
point. What is black? What is black? Who are the black people?
According to black people, not us.
No, according to the definition, the definitive black. We're the definitive black people.
Right, exactly.
Caucasian.
Yes.
So what is Black Lives Matter about? It's about Caucasian lives matter. Why? Because there's nothing left.
No, but I agree with you.
That middle class thing of American dream, and if I was a Caucasian guy in the 50s, guy, job?
Right.
What are you thinking about?
No, but
go do whatever and then come home and I need a job. All right, cool.
Listen, I want
like it's
watch
That
this.
doesn't exist
No,
anymore.
and I walked down that path, and maybe this is where you're saying this is the diabolical part, because it's really talking about them, but we've stepped up yet again to take responsibility for that.
No, we have
Yes,
not.
we have, because.
Who's taking responsibility for
The
that?
so-called black person who's really not the black person
No,
we're
but
talking
that's-
about, because
no.
it's really the Moor who's out there
But
backing up the
as
black.
As I said,
Because when they're talking about black, they're still
Okay.
not, when they talk about a black man out there, they're still not talking about us.
Of
They're
course.
talking about the
All right,
European,
so the
really, by
question
the
is-
definition of it.
the question
Right?
is-
Whenever they call you a black on the street, they're really not talking about
Okay.
you, they're talking about the European, because that's what black really stands for.
I understand that.
Right, but the instant you say, oh, you're talking about me being black, I'm black,
All right.
once you own
But
that,
that's
you become that.
Okay, but that's
the
not the issue. The issue is,
It is.
who started the Black Lives Matter movement.
Okay, so,
NAACP
Which is what,
has their
another-
hands. You're not.
Right.
That's an abbreviation. Right?
okay, go on.
They started that organization.
Right.
Who started the NAACP?
Okay, you're talking about stepping back to these same agents that were involved, right? So go on.
So, at the end of the day,
Right?
the organization of the Black Lives Matter, we know what black means. We know. Most people do. That's why they said the Asian. Why can't the Asian just say, "Oh, we support. We're part of the Black Lives Matter," as opposed to saying Asians for Black Lives Matter, as opposed to Pakistani for Black Lives Matter. Why don't they just say, "Okay, we're part of this organization"?
Yeah.
Why don't they just say that?
We
Why
joined.
don't they just be in it?
Be in it.
Why don't they just say we're part of Black Lives Matter?
Why they didn't do that is partly because of the reasons that you were talking about,
Yeah.
which is the fact that this is sort of a corporate bullshit that's been going on.
but
That-
no.
no, but it really is.
But
because
no,
remember,
because
it's the
as I
Asian.
said, it's a connection.
But what is the connection to?
Asians for Black Lives Matter.
which doesn't have
That
anything
is
to do
their
with us.
no, that is their tag right there. They're telling the black people,
Yeah, you have some.
you're Asians.
No, I don't know if I agree with you.
Well, it has nothing
Well,
to
what
do
else
with
are they
agreement.
saying?
But aren't we
That's what they
Asians?
said.
But aren't we Asians?
Like
Are we
it's
Asiatics?
it's like when it's like even with
Yeah.
the Punjabis.
Yes.
Right?
Right.
The Punjabis come out and they say Punjabis for Black Lives Matter.
Aren't we Punjabis?
And Punjabis look how they look.
And
Some of them darker than us.
right?
So they're relaying the
So wait a minute. So now you guys have worked yourself
No,
back.
no,
Wait a
no.
minute. Stop. You just said what you said. So
Yes.
now you've worked yourself back right into my argument, or right into my stance, which is the fact that once you start calling yourself out of your name, you then denationalize yourself. So if an Asiatic says I'm for Black Lives Matter, which really means that that's who I am.
No,
wait a minute. If that's what
no.
you're saying,
No,
then
that's
you're
not-
Remember,
What?
they said
That-
Asians.
That's not what they're not
Asians,
saying
But
they're
Asian's
black.
not isn't a nationality either.
No, but that is our pedigree.
But then
Well,
so let's move on to
but aren't we-
shenanigans. Is that our pedigree?
Of course.
So, but yet again, so then why are
Okay.
you denationalizing yourself
No,
as an
but it's not a
Asiatic
matter
going
of-
for Black
okay, but
Lives
it's
Matter
not a
when
matter
black
of
really
the-
stands for the
But
whites?
it's not
But
a
remember,
denationalization.
it's not a
Of course it is.
Because remember, Black Lives
Should I-
Matter has nothing to do with them.
Yes.
They don't
what-
care about Black
so
Lives
they're
Matter.
Then why are they then backing it?
They're not backing
they're
it.
not backing it.
They're trying to let these niggers know
That
that
they're
we're not black.
Yeah, that's
We're not yellow.
Then
We're
who's
not purple.
You're
We're
saying
not freaking a
the
color.
Asiatic is saying that.
Yes.
Whoever,
The
anybody
Asian-
in the
So the
world.
point being that if we're still stepping in there and still claiming to be that, then we're at fault, even though it's not about
Well, we
us.
gotta stop saying we because we.
No, but wait a minute. Remember this. We
No.
is us.
No, but no.
Yes,
We're not-
that's
we're
the
not-
nation.
are-
That's
are
why
you-
we're doing this work
are
right
you-
here.
are you-
We're
are
doing
you
this work
stateless?
right now to wake them up.
But
Are
If
you
not-
stateless?
Are you
Are you
stateless?
stateless?
I'm not, but
All
my
right,
brother
all right,
out there.
so if you're
my
not
brother,
stateless-
well, my brother out there who is. That's my duty to go and pick him up.
Absolutely, and that's what
Right,
the
that's
Asians.
my duty.
But
And-
that's
But
what
the Asian's not doing it in the right way.
But no,
It
but
doesn't matter right way. This is not their
you know what?
jurisdiction.
This is all
Okay,
circular logic because at the end of the day,
No.
the Asiatic guys come in here and say, listen, I understand that you guys are for Black Lives Matter, but let me tell you, you have a nationality. That's where it starts. The instant that you start sort of going
Okay,
along
but-
with the fraud,
okay,
you're
but
about
Omar.
the bullshit in my
No,
mind.
but Omar.
Right? Because the Asiatics say, listen,
You're
You're right.
Oh, you see, all right.
huh?
Yeah. So, but what I've been trying to get across to this whole situation with the Black Lives Matter is this. They're not black.
Who's they?
The Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
Right. So it's,
All right.
so it's like me walking
Okay.
out there, and it's like us walking out there and going,
So
we're having a women's parade. We're having a women's parade. We're for women. We're having a women's parade. I'm not a woman.
Okay, but
So
exactly.
therefore,
but
by
you're
calling me
for
a
the
woman, then all of a sudden, what I've done is I have created a facade